Yeah, so Fru, they were talking about having, like I just mentioned now, the Paradigm Queens. So
Yes.
they want to have another Paradigm Queens like this and then have it more international, because when we had it, it was, just South African players, more national, because we were just starting out. But I think an international women's tournament like this would be quite exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
My
for
my
sure.
dad, in fact, was he was poking fun at the females tournament, because he said the women are a lot more aggressive on the chessboard. He says we fight dirty, and the guys have a lot more respect for each other. So it's slower games, but the when the women were playing with these dragons, it was crazy, absolutely crazy. So I'm extremely excited about that. If it materializes, it would be extremely exciting.
Yes, yes, for sure. And when will that tournament happen?
No, so it's
Do
just
you have a
something
date?
we just spoke about. We still have to
Yes,
present it to the
okay.
organizers, and
Okay,
but
okay.
I think it would be something great, if it did happen, and I'm sure they wouldn't object. I think they would embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do have somebody here in the chat, Constantino07. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the variant as well if you're here for the first time. Watching this variant, this is Paradigm Chess 30, and we have Dragon Bishops. So that's the wings that you see over there on those bishops with some claws. Dragon Bishops move like a normal bishop and also a Chinese horse from Chinese chess. So we're going to see this what these guys are doing in the last round of this match. The two top players in the world, Paradigm chess players in the world, fighting it out for the last time in this tournament.
Yes, right. Well, I expect this game to be eventful, just like the previous one. Since Watu won the previous game.
Yes.
So I think that gave him more confidence.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
So
I could hear it in his voice as well. You were speaking about psychology earlier, and we see it in the body language, we hear it in the voice, and definitely something changed up there for Watu in his tone.
yes, yes, right.
Yeah, but immediately these players are showing some ambition.
Yes, indeed. Yes, so I was curious about what I asked before, and I would like to ask it again.
Yes.
If in Paradigm Chess 30, if the positions are more tactical or positional, I expect it to be more tactical, to be honest, since because of the power of the Dragon Bishop.
Yes. No, definitely. So I think that also ties in with the, that fun my dad was poking at the different kind of players. So if you are two players that are playing against each other and you are both not going for the attack, doesn't matter what you have on the board. It's never going to be an attacking game. So of course, but a lot of the time we do see, especially with the stronger players, a slower build up. But then when the fireworks go, they explode. Like we've seen just now, there's no time to even just analyze what they're doing. All of a sudden, things are like blowing up. So no, definitely with the stronger players, what I've seen so far is that there is a slower build up. But then at the same time, there are different players that I've seen, even like my husband, Craig Wallenberg. He plays quite aggressively as well, and I've seen games end quickly. So it all depends on the player, and not just the player, the position as well, and not the structure of the pawns as such, but the starting position, where your pieces are. And then of course some positions are possibly easier to play and attack from, and other positions are just a little bit more difficult.
Yes, well, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but black seems to be developing quite smoothly over here.
Yes, I see. But in exchange, white has space advantage.
Definitely. And
So,
with this variant, that seems to be a big advantage.
yes, definitely. But I was wondering if D4 pawn is weak.
Yes, I was looking at the same thing. So, even yesterday I was discussing with Ben, like, long-term weaknesses that are created just to favor the dragons in the middle game are they worth it? I suppose when they work, they are worth it. But then you gotta keep the dragons on for as long as possible, I suppose, if you are aware of those weaknesses. And then I was saying as well, you can't throw your chess books away and you just make new paradigm chess 30 books. You've still got to go through those fundamentals of chess, like which pawns are bad, which structures favor who, and those kind of things. We just got to figure out what's up with these dragons so we can add to those books.
Yes. Yes, right.
So I would imagine there'd be more structural studies than theory, like opening theory per se. That would take a lot longer to master. I think they're just studying different structures and ideas would be beneficial. And often it ends in a rook pawn endings. If it does go to an ending, things exchange, you'll often find that there are a lot of rook pawn endings as well. So those are important to know regardless.
Yes, right. Right, and well, if I am right, you are able to checkmate with one dragon bishop.
That's right. Yes, the king has to go all the way to the corner, and then your dragon bishop is able to checkmate the king.
And is it possible to? Yes, that's one thing that it's possible to checkmate. But I'm also curious if it's possible to force the king to the corner with one dragon bishop.
So
only.
we've seen it in a game in the last tournament. It was actually demonstrated in a game in the last tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was great to see because I know I speak about my husband a lot. I'm sorry, but yeah, he was he created the game, and he was in fact the player that had the dragon and the king. And I remember I was watching from the other room, and his time was just going down, and my heart is beating like, come on, just play. But in the meantime, I'm like, you can't draw this. I need you to win this because we said it is possible, but we need to prove that it is possible. And he did it. He forced the king to the corner, and he was able to checkmate. It was crazy. And especially with that time control, the time was ticking down, and that was adrenaline, real adrenaline.
Yes, I imagine.
Yeah, so it's possible, and I've seen it happen, but it doesn't happen too often. Yeah, because there's usually a lot more other pieces still on the board.
Okay.
But I think we'd have to get him in to explain the technique, because I'm not too sure what the actual technique is. It seems Min is planning on castling queenside in this game.
Yes. Well, it sort of makes sense because he can castle there faster.
Yes.
It's more developed. But on the other hand, you said before that it's not good to castle too fast in this kind of chess. But here, actually, because of that c4 pawn, maybe it's not such a big issue.
Yeah. No, definitely in this match, it is. It's been a trend that they are delaying their castling. I wouldn't say. I would say it's a general strategy by everybody, but I mean these are the two top guys, so I'm going to take a note out of their books and maybe employ that as well in my games.
Yes.
So like even with that pawn there on c4, it's only the knight defending that pawn, and although the dragon and the queen are attacking it, there's no way he's going to give up that dragon. Yeah. So it's not just the dragon that's or the bishop's value that's increased. I think all the pieces on the board in fact take on a different role with this just slight change.
Yes, actually true. Since the bishop is more important now, but the dragon bishop is more important. I often say that it's that there is power in being a lower value piece, because those pieces are better in the defense.
Yes.
So yes, now that c4 pawn is not hanging, only a knight can attack it, but that's not so easy to maneuver a knight.
Yeah, in fact, that pawn is keeping the knight in.
Yes. Yes, right.
So it would be interesting to see the kind of plans White comes up with.
Yes, definitely. And well, actually, I have only seen one game, the previous one,
Yeah.
in Paradigm Chess 30, but it seems to me that actually it is 6 points enough for the Dragon Bishop because mm, I don't know. It seems like it's maybe it is worth more.
So I think,
But
yeah.
I don't know. Yes.
No, I think what we saw over there is, I mean, sometimes you're giving up your queen or your rook for something that's worth less in value, but the tactics or the position is lined up in such a way that it is possible. And I think
Mm-hmm.
possibly that's what you saw in the previous game, because it was such a that game was a quick game. I would not in terms
Yes.
of the clock, but I mean in terms of what was happening on the board. But you'll see with the closed games, it does take a lot of it takes a lot more maneuvering trying to figure things out. And then so I think there was a debate at one stage: is the dragon stronger than the queen, or is the queen stronger than the dragon? So at the early stages, players were sacrificing their queens for the dragons, just to try that out. But then we established
Mm-hmm.
that the queen is still stronger, based on the games that were played. And it is more favorable than the rook as well. And so then they also decided that a knight and a bishop, 3 plus 3 equals 6. And so yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think that was the
Yes.
simplest way to go about it. But I used to say it counts for 6.5. So any anywhere between like 6 and 6, 7, 8, I'm not sure, anywhere between there. But I think sometimes, like even in normal chess, when your bishops are slightly stronger than your knights, or your knights are slightly stronger than your bishops, and we
Yes.
wonder, are they really of equal value? So I think it could be
Mm-hmm.
a similar kind of concept here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, actually, that's true. It depends on the position.
Mm. And that's
Um,
such an easy way to get out of a question. You just say, "Oh, it depends on the position." But but I try
yes,
to add
indeed.
a little bit of meat and try to make sense out of it.
Yes, yes. Well, actually, that's true. So, I expect water to castle on the other side,
Mm.
and even in normal chess, those are the sharpest positions.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because then the plan is so clear. You just have
Yes.
to go and attack your opponent's king.
Yeah.
So again, we will have a tactical game, which is amazing. Uh, if Watu does decide to castle that side, so
It would be quite something. But would you think it's safe at this point? You think if he castles kingside and possibly moves coming up the board with g5, or opening up
mm-hmm.
lines there, would you go for that?
As black or
Yes.
wait,
No,
yes,
as white, would you
as
would you
as
castle
white.
kingside?
Well, I'm not completely sure. I mean, I see Min has a plan, but
Mm.
he would go for it. He would play G5 and well, he
Yeah.
is the one playing this championship, not me. But to me, I don't know. It seems like that the G8 Dragon Bishop is somewhat trapped, maybe
Mm.
on G8. So it's not easy to bring it out, which could limit the other pieces.
Mm.
But he did go for it, even though the
Yeah.
king is not there yet.
Yeah, I suppose he's forcing the choice here by Watu. He needs to like Watu to make up his mind. What are you going to do? Because even if Watu does then go kingside, I don't see like a easy or a quick way for Watu to get the king on the queen side.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, right. Plus, pushing the f4 pawn actually limits two bishops at the same time.
Mm.
Because the f3 dragon won't be defending the g5 anymore, if I'm correct, right?
So say that again. If you push the
f4, if white captures on g5 and
after pushing F,
black,
yeah.
yes.
Yes, yeah, that's quite. Yeah, no, you're right. You definitely wouldn't be able to take back on G5 anymore. And then I think that that dragon on g8 could also come out quite easily after going to h6 and then
Yes.
possibly to f5. So, and then he can coordinate his pieces possibly.
Yes, right.
But these guys are always thinking something totally different to what we're speaking about on the board.
Yes, right. Right.
And then when I asked him afterwards, did you even consider this? Like, no, that was absolutely not on. Like, okay. So that's quite interesting to see what they actually put on the board. I was saying, normal streaming is slightly easier because you've got the engines to back up the things you are saying. You're like, okay,
Yes.
yeah, I see they can play this, that, and the other. And
Yes.
then, so it does help a little bit. But yeah, we're just relying on our own interpretation of what's happening.
Yes, right. Plus the arrows by dragon.
Yes.
Plus the body language of Watu. So these are helpful, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but from the body language of Watu, it seems like he's maybe not so confident in this position.
He does look like he's in a pink.
He is a little bit hiding, or at least it seems like it. So
yeah. No, I love your insight on the psychology. So I'm definitely loving that. No, yeah, he definitely is into a think over here. Because I'm not sure. Do you have a clear plan for white here? I'm not sure what the plan is here for white. I see some problems maybe, and black is going forward, but I'm not sure from the white side.
Yes, well, it's hard because that c1 knight really annoys me a little bit.
Yes.
If I was white, it would annoy me that I cannot even put it to e2 at this moment because then the bishop is trapped, but the dragon is trapped on f3. And but capturing doesn't seem so appealing either on g5 because of this f4 pawn push. But if I have to play g3 just to support here we go. Yes, that seemed like the best option for me too. Because if captures, I think maybe I would recapture with the pawn. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and now I would be able to play knight e2, and then long castle most likely.
Yes.
As well. So.
Yeah, I think the pieces are freeing up a little bit, both for black and for white now.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, knight e2.
Well, I see. Yes.
No, so I'm looking at your knight e2 as well, just to make everybody happy. Just like get all the pieces out.
Yes.
Yeah, and that pawn like Min is pointing at over there is going to be problematic.
Oh, maybe he played a3, so after knight e2 there is no such thing as knight b4, and because there is an outpost on d3,
yes.
And that must be stopped.
Yeah, that's right in the heart of the game, so you can't allow that.
No, not really. Yeah. Yes, Min is aware of the plan. As expected.
Yes.
Although I'm wondering if the b3 outpost
I was looking at that as well. Would that be beneficial for black to get that knight there to b3? I think it would be uncomfortable for white for sure.
Yes, definitely. Yes, well, every pawn move is a weakening move in normal chess. I suppose also here, especially since the bishops can be put on outposts as well.
Yes.
But rook g8, rook g4, Min's plan. I don't know how that's working out. Dragon to g6. Wow, so many arrows.
Yeah, so I think is he just serving through different plans? going through different plans. And also, when he's making these arrows, can Watu see them, or are only we able to see them?
I think only we are able to see them,
Okay,
but
okay.
no, or I don't know
Yes,
actually.
I just
May-
maybe
Well,
Watu looks like that because he's not too happy with what Minnie's doing with the arrows. Maybe maybe it has nothing to do with the position.
I think it would make more sense if what is not able to see
Yes,
these
of course.
arrows,
Yeah.
because then it could be helpful for him too.
Mm.
But again, there is psychology in it because
Yes.
you can show a bad plan to your opponent, but I don't know. I would think it's not possible for him
Yeah.
to see, but you never know.
Yeah, and I'm always because I also do a little bit of coaching just for the beginners, and I always tell them, never trust your opponent. So I don't think Watu should trust his opponent too much here. But definitely a lot of ideas happening. A lot of squares as well. I see that the plans here are definitely always looking at the squares available. That's quite interesting.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
what is the, after dragon takes dragon, pawn takes dragon takes, is there something that we don't see? Maybe you're just going for...
I mean, maybe it wasn't such a bad idea because but these white pawns seem weak. Plus, if the dragon goes to g6 and the queen goes to f5, it won't be easy to castle long for Watu, because then the diagonal is exposed as well. So it doesn't seem like there is a safe spot for Watu's king on e1. I mean, it doesn't seem safe to castle short, but it doesn't seem safe to castle long either.
So what is it in the center? We're keeping in the king in the center, but even those pawns are being asked questions.
Yeah. Yes, definitely, because the f4 and the d4 don't seem. Oh.
Okay. So if he's going to castle queenside, we know Min is planning on. Yep, they did it, and so Min knows what Watu is thinking. We might not, but he can. He's able to predict what Watu is thinking. So now all of a sudden that b3, knight to b3 or landing on b3 doesn't look too bad for black.
Yes, right. I would not sacrifice on a3 because after king d2 and king e1, it seems like the king could hide, and Min didn't go for it either.
Yeah.
And I would feel really uncomfortable after queen f5.
Queen f5 is not possible because that dragon is going to take the queen.
Oh, true. Yes, you are right.
Yes.
Okay. That's also true.
Yes, we did establish that the queens are stronger than the dragons still. So
yes.
Yeah. So but no, definitely that dragon switching there to g6, I think for that diagonal was quite nice.
Yes. Plus now the knight can go to a5, b3 and threaten some sort of checkmate.
Yeah.
And it's not so easy. Maybe I'm thinking about the king going back to e1, but it came from I would not feel safe on c1.
Yeah. But it's, it looks so harmless because if you had to think if that was just a normal dark square bishop on e7 that wasn't able to change diagonals, it wouldn't feel as dangerous castling queenside. But the fact that there are so many diagonals open and that this dragon bishop can switch as he pleases, that makes it a little bit trickier.
Yes, definitely. Yes, knight a5, just like we said. Pawn push, yes, that's definitely an option.
Yeah.
On the pawn push. Which could change the game's dynamics, because there are actually two pawns in the center, the d4 and the e5, and after an f5 pawn push, the e6 defender goes away, and maybe Watu could start marching with the d pawn and the e pawn and gaining more space, but that's just an idea there. But now I'm also thinking knight f5, just to kick that dragon bishop away. So maybe preparing a little spot for the queen.
Yeah.
Or actually knight d5 makes more sense.
Yes, you're right. Fru, I don't see anything decisive happening here, and I don't want to end the call and restart it again one move before checkmate. So,
Yes.
can we do that quick interchange, and then we'll get back at it again, and we can look at your knight d5.
Yes, definitely. Okay, coming back.
Okay, so we'll have her back in a moment, and then we'll be looking at those different ideas. But definitely some interesting stuff, yeah. Let's get her back. There we go. So she'll be back to join us soon. And I must say it's quite exciting having Fru on this channel today. Lots of insights, and then also great support here from the Hungary side. We do have a time advantage here for Dragon B70 as well, which we haven't even noticed yet because there's so much happening on the board. So then her move on was made on the board. Let's see, she's back. We got her back. Hi, you are back.
Yes.
Some decisions were made, but mate was not executed. So I think that's great.
Yes, yes, that's definitely great. And I see, I see the plans over there. Right. Yeah, so we discussed this knight d5 plan, and I see there was a pawn push.
Yeah.
Pawn to d5.
So I suppose instead of, you didn't go f5 as you had analyzed, in fact went d5. I wonder if he considered f5 as well.
d5, no. that wasn't an option because it seemed like a pawn sacrifice.
Yeah.
and I feel like this pawn sacrifice benefit Min more than Watu.
Yeah.
Because yes, okay, there is a capture on a7, but that's not a check, right? Or is it? Wait.
No, it's not a check because that pawn on b7 it can't jump.
Yes. But now that's pinned. Wow.
Yes.
That's a pin.
Okay, so you got that one. Yeah, so that's a pin, definitely.
Yes, and well, now c3 looks very. The c3 pawn push looks very strong.
Yes.
For Min. Plus soon, I think once the dragon bishop goes away from e3, because now Min is threatening to capture that, which looks like a good exchange. Now there is queen f5, but now there is also dragon to d3, which could block.
Dragon to D. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was looking
Yes.
at dragon to D3
No
for
problem.
black, and I was
Oh.
just like, wow, if that dragon could get there, that would be a proper dragon fault because the queen would not be able to intercept that check. Um, but of
Yes,
course,
yes.
it's well defended by white. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but yeah, definitely
Yes.
looking at that queen going to F5.
Yes.
It does seem
Hmm.
like the pleasure is relieved a little bit for white, I must say. I'm not, excited about the position yet, the position for white, but it does feel a little bit, the pressure has been lifted a little bit.
Yes, yes. Yes, I actually forgot about that capture on C4.
Yeah,
Uh,
we were looking at the pushing C3, but we can't push C3 without a C4, so.
yes, 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 yes. That pawn definitely had the position.
Mm.
And I actually must agree with you because I also don't see how I would continue the attack
Mm.
here. Because yeah, Queen F5 looks very tempting, but after Bishop D3, I don't think there is anything. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think capturing there makes sense. Wow, was that possible? Is there no Queen B1 check
Mm.
and then capturing
Yeah.
on B2?
Can't capture B2. The dragon's going to take the queen.
Oh right, again.
I so badly just want to play paradigm chess against you. So that dragon can go to the center over there. In fact, check the king and aiming at the queen, and then that queen can't block the check, I would assume, because that knight is attacking e3. So if dragon goes to e4 check.
All right, true.
But at the same time, the black queen is hanging as well. So this is quite interesting. I'm so glad we switched when we did, because I don't want to switch from these positions. Because what if there's a mate lingering and then you just like disappeared and came back and it's like, oops, sorry.
Yes, yes. That would be really poor play.
For sure. But it does look like Min is considering dragon e4.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I wonder what he's going to follow up with. Would he take that queen? Would he make a plan with his own queen? Because essentially after that your queen has nowhere to go. So you've probably got to take like the rook or something.
Yes, but also the d4 is hanging, just like Min showed right now. Because if we give that check on e4, Vabla gives that check on e4, and then captures the queen, and let's say rook captures the b1 as well, the d4 is hanging, and then black will be a piece up. So I think it is worth it.
And let's just look, the time is also quite equal now. I know
Yes.
Min had some 3 minutes ahead just now, but now it seems like the time is fairly even.
Yes, right.
So yeah, you're right. So it takes then that d4 is still hanging. There are no Zwijan Zooks over here, interceptions, nothing that can happen here, and then you cannot lose that piece. I don't know. Anything else that's possible? Oh, he's actually analyzing if he takes the bishop. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that's right. But that white king is not so safe anymore if the king decides to capture Watu. I think it's wiser to capture the queen for white.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, because I'm really not comfortable with those checks. But also, it seems like the position is more simple after rook captures b1 and dragon captures on d4. There won't be so many pieces, but strategically it seems like it's winning for black at that point.
No, for sure. And Watu's time is just also dropping. Yeah, I don't think I don't think there's anything that he can find to to refute what's going to happen. He took the dragon.
Oh.
Okay, so always surprising, hey? So it's like we got to
Yes.
start from over. It's like, okay, we were trying to wrap our minds around what was, what we were seeing, and now we've just got to, relook at everything. So of course, the queen
Yes.
going back there and then threatening that pawn on a4.
Yes, right. Yes, but yeah, that is threatening queen e3, knight e3. It seems like a threat. f4 is hanging.
Yeah.
Yes, so I feel like it's game over almost.
Yeah. Because knight e3 is also a fork, eh?
Yes,
So,
right.
yeah, so even if he drops that pawn there on e6,
Mm-hmm.
it should be worth it. But if you slip up with some calculations and things are not going your way as white, and then all of a sudden white has two pass pawns.
Yes, that's also true.
So it's all a matter of how Ming is going to proceed.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That is something I would have picked too, most likely. But wait, is it not a fork? Oh no, it's not a fork because of the e5 pawn. Yes, okay, sorry.
I was actually looking at the knight takes. I'm like, yes, knight takes pawn is a fork. It's like you're forking the.
I shouldn't have revealed it then. I meant a dragon capture.
Okay, so this is going to be quite interesting.
But isn't there queen d4 now? And that's a fork.
Oh,
and
yes.
It's game
yeah,
over.
that's a normal fork.
Yes.
No, that's a normal fork. Yeah, we're going to probably go over to the players now and hear what they have to say. Yeah. Let's hear what they've got to say
Yes,
on
yes.
that side.
So you'd have had his hopes up for nothing before he actually grabbed the phone. He would have been like, oh, fork, and then actually was not.
Wow, what a way to end it. Watu, no way in for you there.
No, yeah, my opening was, it didn't work. Simple as that.
It didn't work, as simple as that. Min winning the last game, winning the last game, putting you on 5.5 to 3.5 to 2.5 now, and pretty much stating that you're the champ. Win the first game, win the last game. You got anything to say, Lauren?
No, I'm just. I thought maybe Min wanted to say something there as the champion. There. Well done there on your win, Min. Yeah, no, what it was a bit tough there from the beginning, like you say. It was not easy to play that position. Yeah, no, tough one over there, but definitely a fantastic matchup. I was saying earlier that the results don't tell the full story. There was so much happening in this matchup, so many twists and turns. We absolutely did not know what was going to happen in each and every game. So many surprises. So thank you two so much for the quality of chess that you are playing.
Thank you. And I want to thank Lorenzo for organizing this event.
Yeah, no, for sure. And also the DDG Health and Beauty, also the sponsors over there, always assisting with these kind of events. I will definitely be giving the message over to them because we've had some great success with this event. Andrew, you have any more comments from your side?
Yeah, let's get the women's and the streamers one going. I think that should be the next goal. We need to have. But just, I just want to get again, Dragon. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to play in the streamers one. You're a banned. You have to. What we could do is you could challenge the winning streamer after that. But you're not allowed to
Sure.
No, it was a great event, and it's. I actually want to just share something on a personal note. So, I'm obviously, as you guys know, do coaching, do chess, do streaming, and I've recently started running a bar for a mate of mine, and I've been tired quite a lot. But after yesterday's stream, I was wired. All I could think about the whole night was all those every single game you guys played on Paradigm. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I wonder how good I am. I wonder if I should, maybe I should take on Watu next. Now he's wounded. Maybe I got chances.
What? Taking on somebody wounded is the most dangerous thing you can do.
But you know what they say. You got to take on the best to be the best, right? I mean, obviously, Min is the clear champion for Paradigm Chess at the moment. Watu, I know him well, and as a South African and a fellow compatriot, this is not going to sit well. Man, I'm warning you, Watu's not going to leave this lying down. He's coming. He'll be back.
I see Watu writing the first Paradigm Chess 30 book, in fact.
With the help of me.
Wow, that would be absolutely awesome.
All right, guys. Well done to the champion. Well done to the challenger. Absolutely phenomenal event. Thanks to the sponsors. I always forget their names. I just know that Lorenzo is very much involved in it, and he does a remarkable job. I just wish there were more people in chess like him, where the game is the importance and not everything else. And I think Watu, you can agree on that. There was the games were more important than all the other issues that were going around. I mean, obviously we had the lovely chess.com updates. We had we had all the frustrations of online chess. But I think at the end of the day, I think we can all agree Paradigm won.
Yeah, no. So from my part, also I'd like to thank Drop Dead Gorgeous for sponsoring, Lorenzo for organizing, you guys for streaming, Min for playing and playing well done. And yeah, I think in terms of popularizing the variant, it certainly, I think, goes a long way. It's a very interesting it was a very interesting match, and yeah, hopefully we can get more interest after the match.
100%. Lorenzo, when are you going to get FIDE to give award titles for Paradigm?
I'm going to pass that on to him. He's got so much work he has to do here. Andrew, with all of these things you are saying, your phone's going to be blowing up and it's not going to be my fault.
How can you say this like dude, Red, you know how hard?
Yeah, no.
But it was a great event as always, and I'm wired again. I have things to go do today, but I think I'm going to quickly play a couple of Paradigms before I go off. I'm just going to see if I've learned something from these two guys.
I think, Andrew, I think we should start watching these games and analyzing them. I know you're not in Cape Town at the moment, but Watu, there's a tournament, a over-the-board Paradigm Chess Open, actually, that's going to take place on the 18th of March. So yes, so it's going to be open to everybody. I would love to see you there. I would love to watch those games as well. And then Andrew, why don't you book a flight and you come down and just get rid of those paradigm jitters over there.
Maybe not the 18th, but definitely the next one. We'll make a plan to do that for sure.
Great.
The problem is every time I come to Cape Town, people keep beating me up when I'm there.
I'm hoping on the chessboard, eh?
On the chessboard, of course. But yeah, well done again, guys. It was, as I said, amazing event. Any last words from you, Lauren?
No, I'm just, quite excited to have been able to be a part of this. Like many of you may know, this has been my first streaming experience, and I think, covering this tournament, Paradigm Kings, with these phenomenal players and all of the surprises you guys have been giving us, and the adrenaline, and, all of that has been exciting, and I am so proud of, the way this game has been growing, and the excitement from all the players and the commentators and the guests that we've been having as well has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm literally in the clouds. This is something that I've been part of from the beginning, and I'm just watching it grow, seeing how people are enjoying it. So I'm happy. Thank you to all of you for being part of this as well.
Yeah, and on that note, to all the commentators, Justin Lynch, Kenny Winnenberg, Craig Winnenberg, all coming out. I think you had Ben yesterday, Lauren.
Yes, and I have Fru today. She's also amazing.
So there you go. I mean, thanks to all the commentators that came on board and shared their time with us, and went through the heartache and the pain and the excitement of the games that we played. Well done to the winner. Well done to the runner-up. Don't hold your crown too long, Ming, because there are a few people that are going to come knocking on that door. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy your prize funds. See you again soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, Lauren.
Cheers.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers, guys. So that was it from Andrew Horn, as well from his page Chess Heroes, also covering the tournament over there. And we wrap it up on this side as well. Fru, thank you so much for your input. It has been phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I hope we can do this again sometime, and then possibly play a game or two.
Yes, well, thank you very much for the opportunity. I enjoyed it very much, and I also hope we can play sometime Paradigm Chess.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, maybe normal chess too. We will see.
I think we should do 5 of this and 5 of that. Yeah, so I'd also like to definitely thank the sponsors, Drop Dead Gorgeous, Health and Beauty, for their continuous support of the Paradigm Chess 30 variant as a whole, and then of course the organizer Lorenzo van Niekerk, my dad, and also co-inventor of this variant. You are doing a phenomenal job, and everybody's just excited to see this variant grow. So that's all from my side. Fru, have a wonderful day, and we'll chat again. Bye everybody. Keep well.
Yes. Bye everyone.